Hello lovely mortals. Today is day one of NaNoWriMo and happy November. I don't know if any of you guys are doing NaNoWriMo, but if you are, go ahead and let me know in the comments. I want to know what you're writing about and how you're feeling so far on day one. So, I'm going to be updating every day, but I'm not going to be posting a video every day. I'm going to be doing little snippets like this and then doing a weekly video. So yeah, that's how these are gonna go. So what I am writing for NaNoWriMo is a rewrite, a total ripped apart like rewrite of my novel that I started when I was about 12. This book has just evolved and grown over the years, and I'm to the point where I ripped it all apart and I am starting completely over. I've got a bunch of new ideas. The story's like basic plot line is the same, but I'm changing a lot of elements around because I wasn't liking the way that it was happening, and I just felt like I needed something totally new this time since I'm gonna finish NaNoWriMo and I'm going to get this done. So so yeah, I renamed my main character. She is now Margaret, or Meg, mostly being called Meg, but Margaret sounded a little bit more, you know, posh or whatever. I don't even know. Like, I've been writing all day and my brain is just like, what are words? So I am at 3,561 words so far, and I'm super excited. I found the nano word prompt, or not prompt, nano, I don't even know what they're called anymore, but I will link them in the description below because it's really helping me. Oh, nano word sprints, that's what it is. I followed them, I've got their notifications on so they pop up on my phone and everything, and that has been helping me a ton today, because it's so cool to see that there are other people that are also like writing at the same time, and then you can be like, you know, oh, I got this many words last 10-minute sprints, and then you know, the next 10-minute sprint you're like, oh, I did even better than the last time. So I'm just like comparing my numbers and be like, yes, you did it. And then sometimes I have to get up and do stuff with my toddler and everything in between, and so, you know, I don't get as many words or whatever, but it's always awesome when I can, even when I get up, you know, I end up with the same amount of words as I had before or more, so that's really awesome. But yeah, so I'm very excited. Day one has gone very well, and if I can keep this up, then I can definitely get through all of NaNoWriMo. I'm sure there's going to be days where I'm going to be like, oh no, I can't think of what to write, but I'm going to try really hard to get this completely finished because I want this novel done and out of my brain so that I can move on to the next project. Here comes my child. So the final word count for today is about 4,060, I forgot the exact number, but 4,000 something words. So I'm super happy because my goal was to get 2,000 words written, and I'm very excited that I was able to like double that. So back at it again tomorrow. Good morning. Please excuse the wet hair and weird lighting. It is like almost 8:30, still like pitch black outside, and I'm making coffee. I just had a shower and I'm going to start writing in the next few minutes after I get my coffee. And yeah, so yesterday's word count was 5,032, I think was the final count. I got to 4,500 and something, and I was like, that is so close to 5. Screw it, I'm going for 5. So I just kept writing, and I finally got to 5,032 or whatever, and yeah, so I'm super excited. I originally set out to just do like 2,000 per day, and that first day I got up to like 3,000 something, and I was like, dude, I could totally do 4,000, so I kept going. And then yesterday I was, you know, I was almost at 4,000. I just kept going. The scene flowed really well, and then I realized I was 4,500. I'm like, I can totally make 5,000. So I'm super excited, and I really hope that I can keep up this energy throughout the whole month and not just burn out after the first couple weeks. But at least I have gained some, you know, gained some ground early on, so that for at least Thanksgiving, I know that I'm going to be wanting to spend a couple days there with family, holiday stuff. So so that's why I'm like trying to get as many words done in the beginning of the month. So if I slack off at all in the middle, I won't like, you know, be way behind. But we'll see. I want to keep this up, because if I can keep this up, I'll have like 120,000 words by the end of the month and be so much closer to having my novel completely finished, and I'm so happy. Good morning. So I'm here with my little guy, and we just woke up. Obviously, he's more awake than I am. But my final word count last night was 5,103 words. So I'm super happy that I'm keeping up this momentum. But it is day 4, and I need to start writing now because I got to writing a little bit late last night. So I want to make sure that I get at it earlier so I don't have to rush at the end to try to catch up. But okay, I need coffee. What are you doing?
Nothing.
So I have not written more than just a few hundred words today because I went and saw the Nutcracker with my family, and then we had to run a couple errands. So I haven't really been home, and then when we got home I helped my mom make pizza, so we're gonna have pizza for dinner tonight. But yeah, so I'm going to sit and I'm going to try to get a few thousand words written. Good morning, everyone. So yesterday's final word count was, wait for it, 2,011 words. I know, it's shocking. It's just a piddly amount for having been doing like 4,000 words per day the last few days. So after I decided that I was done and I had only written 2,000 words, I was like, what? You can do more than that. But at the same time, I had got a late start on writing because I wrote a few hundred words, and then my parents decided that we should all go see the Nutcracker movie together, and so of course I was like, yeah, let's do that. So we all piled into the van and we took off and went and did that, and my son was super excited, and he loves eating popcorn and watching movies at the movie theater, so I don't do it all that often, so so it was definitely fun, and the movie was great. So if you have a chance to see it, go see it. It's really good. But yeah, so anyway, when we got home, because we had to run a couple errands, and we got home, and my mom and I made dinner, and we cleaned the kitchen, and then, yeah, so it was like 8 o'clock by the time I was 8, 9, it was almost 9, I think, when I was just getting done with the 2,000 words, and I'm like, you know what, I could push myself and write longer than this, or I could stop and rest and like not burn myself out, and it's probably a better idea that I do that, because if I push myself to get like 5,000 words or whatever, I'm going to end up burning out earlier this month than I wanted to. So I decided just to give myself like a little mini break with still doing 2,000 words. So yeah, and for me apparently it's really hard to do that because I was just like, wait a minute, like I should be doing more than this, and I wanted to push myself, but I was like, you know what, it's one of those times where like, you know that you can push yourself, but it's probably not a good idea to push yourself this particular moment. So I'm glad, I'm happy with my decision, and it's all good. So doing 2,000 words yesterday puts me at a total for 16,000 words just in the last today's the 5th day of NaNoWriMo, so I'm actually doing much better than I've done in previous years where I've only written, I think the most I wrote was like 20,000 or something, and I only got through the first week and a half, maybe 2 weeks, something like that. So I am really, really happy with my progress, and I'm definitely going to be sticking with all of this because I am determined, and things have completely shifted in my mind when it comes to writing, and this is now what I am doing. So yeah. As far as my book goes, a lot has changed from what I thought was going to happen in this book, and in a good way, not in a bad way. I went into this with like a rough idea. I had like a sort of an outline. I have a journal that I've been writing ideas down for this book like for the last couple years, I think, and so I've been looking through that. I had some names, I had some place names, which I'm keeping. I changed the main character's name. There's a lot of stuff that's been changed around, and I thought I had more of a plan than I did, and then when I started writing, I was like, oh hey, what about this? Oh, we should add this in there. Oh, we should do this. So a few things have happened that I'm like, I didn't expect this to happen, but I'm really excited about it. A new character just appeared yesterday that I'm like super excited for. She is a mage, and she just walks in, you know, a villain thinks he's got the upper hand on this group of soldiers, and she walks in and there's like blue power flickering from her fingertips, and I'm just like, ooh, this is exciting. So I love writing so much. But yeah, so she showed up, and I'm like, okay, well, what's her story, and what's her name? And like a name popped into my head, and I'm like, okay, that's awesome, because that almost never happens. I usually have to stop, and I have to Google names and kind of figure out what I want her to be like and pick something. So it was very, very quick that happened, and I'm like, okay, you're meant to be, because you're just right there, so whatever. It works perfect. Because the villain was a little bit more powerful than the rest of the soldiers, and I'm like, oh, I didn't mean to do this, so how do they overpower him without it being like cheesy? And then I'm like, well, maybe they have a mage along with them to help protect them. So yeah, you'll know more later, but I don't want to give away too many spoilers. Alright, well, I think that is about all for right now. I'm going to sit down and try to get a few thousand words written, and we'll see what my word count is for today. Okay, so total word count for today is 5,459 words, and I realized something about myself, because I am at 21,755 words for the last 5 days of NaNoWriMo, and I am super excited about that. But I'm like, dude, that is so close to 22,000. Like, I could totally make 22,000 because there's only 245 more words, right? And then it would be an even 22,000. But if I do that, it puts me at 5,704 words for today, which is way too close to 6K because that would make me want to finish it and go to 6K, which would start this whole problem all over again. So I'm just going to stop now while I'm ahead and go ahead and pick it up again tomorrow and worry about that later. So this video is getting freakishly long, and I've decided I'm going to go ahead and stop it right here and upload it so you guys can all see it, and I will just start working on another video for next week. So it's not quite been a week yet, it's only been 5 days, but whatever, that's fine. So this is the end of the first 5 days of NaNoWriMo. I am at nearly 22,000 words on my novel, and I'm super excited. Gonna keep at it and hopefully get this finished in the next couple weeks and then start editing or start working on the second book to the Hunting Death book. And yeah, if you haven't picked up a copy of Hunting Death, you should. It's available on Kindle and on paperback, and I will have a link in the description below. I'm really looking forward to hearing people's opinions because I don't really have like any reviews yet or anything, so hint hint, nudge nudge, read it and review it please, and be gentle on me for the love of all things fluffy, but be honest because honesty helps me grow. Alright, well, if you're doing NaNoWriMo, I hope that you are having a fabulous week and you're doing great and crushing all your goals. And if you're not hitting all of your goals, just remember that it's about getting words on the page. And even if you aren't getting, you know, the amount of words that you feel like you should be getting, at the very least, if you're sitting down and you're dedicating some time to writing, then that is a tremendous start and you're doing amazing. So keep it up. Don't give up. Keep going. All right. So if you want to follow me on Twitter, you can. I tweet a lot about writing, probably more than the other social media links I have, but you can follow me on anything that I've got on there, and yeah. So let me know how your NaNoWriMo is going if you're doing this, and if not, let me know about your current work in progress and what all you're up to. I would love to talk to you all. All right. All right. That's it for me tonight, and I will talk to you all later.